gentlemen, well, good evening. It's kind of become to be a Sunday night at the local jamboree in Whodadit. Here in the middle of the desert, my name is Old Man Nation. I'm a dirty deleter. I deleted a video I wanted the hunch to take a dirt nap. Helping some Modelo here. Damn right. I was out trolling. You know me, I got 3 channels. But yes, we're here to pay tribute.
That's me. Bear exposure. I've been exposed. I've been dead a second time. I'm gonna write a few songs along the way for you. We're gonna write one Bear exposure, malcontent, and high maintenance for his girlfriend. She was whiny and pissy and moaning, and then another one, false flag for Donald J. Trump. The shooting yesterday, we all know, it was all about bitching about he wants but what do you call that big thing? What the hell he wants that thing for? Whatever, the party room. Let's just say the party room. You know, he wants his big party room, and that's the first thing out of his weasel little mouth. He said that's why people want it. You know, cow should spit out his food the morning I heard him saying that. That was a false flag behavior. But anyways, I put out that P.O. box to send the cow shit. Cash only, small bills, no personal checks, please. And he'll be able to have his girl, you know. Ballroom, that's what it is. Ballroom. Thank you, Old Man Nation. His excuse, it was a false flag. This way nobody got killed, just an injured, so some patsy was the man. But anyways.
Yeah, that's bad exposure. He has passed on again. New York Daniel was the one that exposed him again, and he carried the motion. And Cowshit did do a video on the way home eating ice cream, but the microphone didn't work, and oh well, I got a new one anyways. Bought 2 more for backup. So that was like, all of a sudden, wasn't working. Oh well, the way she goes, he'll do it on the way home. Responding to his fiance being high maintenance, it costs about 20 to take care of that woman in Las Vegas, you know, the clothing allowance, because you know what's going to happen, young lady? He'll just rip all that clothes off. You better have long hair, because he wants to pull it, alright? Nothing wrong with pulling, just no biting, okay? No biting, young lady, just simple. You know, I was all bitter about it, you know, I'm all mad that, you know, comes on the show and makes fun of her. She has ovaries the size of oak trees, where I'd have a little teacup for balls, because I can't handle anything, and I'm a pea caller, and you know me, I'm here to do shows and save trolls. But anyways, we have the time of our life here. The first one, we just typed in Donald J. Trump, false flag. They called it paper flag. So here's the first one here on the Old Man Nation podcast. Over on Hearsay and Lies. Paper flag, and away we go.
Sells the fire, hands on the camera, eyes on the choir. Swears it was fate, swears it was proof. Built him a roof out of your roof. Cheap little grin, big velvet lie. He waves that flag and winks goodbye, but the floor keeps shaking under every word. Names get twisted, truth gets blurred. One more story, same old stain. He feeds the crowd, then shifts the blame. False flag, wave it high. False flag, watch him lie. False flag, same old show. False flag, we know. Red cap feared, gold-plated fear. He turns the sirens into cheer. Every excuse comes dressed like a crown. He lifts the curtain, then burns it down. You can't trust that sugar speech. He sells the edge, then blames the street. But the floor keeps shaking under flag, wave it high. False flag, watch him lie. False flag, same old show. False flag, we know. False flag, you can't hide. False flag, not this time. False flag, you can't hide. False flag, not this time.
Hell yeah, you guys, man. One hell of a good song there. Was one hell of a good song. We really enjoyed it. Hang on a second, we don't want this one. That's the damn one, but yeah. Oh my goodness, it's called Paper Flag. We're gonna write another one here, Squirrel Bait Parody High Maintenance. We'll just put Squirrel Bait in there and we'll write it, and we'll see what that gives us on.
Yeah, I know, that's false flag. I know, the big beautiful Bill. You know, you're a libtard, I'm a far righty, crazy little bastard, and I've passed away again. You know, I mean, I ain't back here at it. You know, it is what it is, man. I know. I'm a malcontent, and we're going to write a malcontent one here, too, as well. And we'll write that up there, too, as well, here on the Old Man Nation podcast. And my name is Bear Exposure. I've been exposed, you know, cow shit on the Adventure Channel. He has nothing after tomorrow. It's just like he has a video come out tomorrow. Where do we go from here? You know, who knows? He made some good today. And, well, that Old Man Nation, I'm just a producer.
Yeah, he went over got home in Sewell and had the whip out. He said, listen, you know you want to do a podcast. Your choice is, you have choices. You want to go for a walk first or Menard. So then he had to stalk somebody for a little cart because they spent $120 on a 6-pack. First was 4, then was 6, then was 8. You know, the what do you want to call that stuff, that wood stuff, and then he got some more dirt for the yard. He's still slaving on that, and some seed, so it was $100 and some bucks of yeah. Then they took the girl poopy walk and, you know, saw his favorite girlfriend up in the corner up there. He's up with her. She's 5'4". He'll put up with it. The hot tamale, he calls her. And she's in the love with her. He met some woman today at the airport. Second time, she's 69. You know, he calls her a silver fox, 5'11", absolutely beautiful. She's a married woman, but she's absolutely beautiful, natural looking hair. Everything's all, he's in love with her. Has a heart for her, but you know, there's no touchy, but whatever. But every time he sees her, she's naturally beautiful. So kind of, you have to watch out there, Wonder Hussy and Squirrel Bait. You know, he's going after somebody else now. He's another woman he's in love with. You know, watch out. But anyways, he made some girl today, and he was doing the video and it worked. So he'll do one tomorrow. You know, he's got what do you want to call it, a mukbang, just not really saying anything, eating Wendy's. So he did that, you know, yum. He did that before for the other channel. So that's coming out there. Wendy's eating ice cream, whatever else. Kind of what, Nomadic had done, but everyone's still bitching about that. And Wonder Hussy did a filler video today. She's actually pulling her head out of her crotch and putting more videos in the can so she doesn't do filler videos. She's finally getting smart with cow she did for 3 years after a while I got bored. And we all know Carpetbagger is back from his little excursion overseas, did a walk and talk, defending himself and his behavior with her. You know, loved the food. They came back with the housekeeper. You know, might take a couple of days off. We'll see. He'll do some live streams to get money. Don't worry about that in Meltdown. So he left Jenny Penny by herself. You know, the housekeeper. So he's back on soil. They didn't kidnap him or anything else. So he had the time of his life. So welcome back, Carpetbagger, to the great country of America. I'm your grumpy host, your Old Man Nation. So Squirrel Bait, young lady, high maintenance, and we know you are. He said 20 grand would probably take good for you for a week or more, maybe $25,000 for gambling, spending money, and to get you there and everything else. It'd be the whole 9 yards. So whatever clothes he'd buy for you, it'd be ripped off for the whole week, and you would be walking bow-legged too as well. Here we go. It's called Squirrel Bait Pop Punk. Let's try this one. Here we go. And away we go for you, Squirrel Bait, baby girl.
You want the booth in the back and the ice in your glass. You tap the table twice if they serve it too fast. Your hair got rules, a frown. Everybody sees you when you walk downtown. Squirrel Bay, you make a scene. Squirrel Bay, mean and clean. You want gold, you want what you want, it fits just right. Squirrel Bay, you buy. You don't like the menu, you rewrite the night. Send it back twice till it feels alright. You call it taste, I call it a test. You turn a good mood into a full-on mess. Baby, you're a headline wrapped in a frown. Everybody sees you when you walk downtown. Squirrel Bay, you make a scene. Squirrel Bay, mean and clean. You want gold, you want what you want, it fits just right. Squirrel Bay, you bite. I tried simple, you asked for more. 12 little details and a locked front door. Now I know the look when you start that grin. You don't want peace, you want to win. You make a scene. Squirrel Bay, mean and clean. You want gold, you want what you want, it fits just right. Squirrel Bay, you buy. You buy. You buy. You buy.
Yeah, that's a great song for you if you listen to those lyrics in there. You know, you tap the table and perfect for her, man. I mean, it's like epic as hell. You know, whatever. There you go, baby girl. Nothing's right. High maintenance. She's in Vegas for a week with Cowship. Their bottle service, you know, or at Bohemian or she's Green Valley. Right? I think she's a Green Valley baby girl. The pool is perfect for her. We say she's 5'11". She better have long hair for hair pulling. She better not be the Huss 5'11" or the young lady up the street. Would she make an exception for her because she is the vice president of a very big company here in Minnetonka? You would make an exception for her. She's beautiful. She drives a nice Porsche. So you make an exception for her. The Huss would be only if he was desperate. He'd be your friend, but he wouldn't be dipping anywhere else unless he got really drunk or stoned. Maybe. But anyway, she's too squirrely. She'd be yelling in his ear the whole time. I think Squirrel Bay, he thinks, would be epic, you know. Whatever clothing would be ripped off every night, and, you know, pulling her hair at the time of our lives. Just no biting, that's all he asks. No biting, no bruising. You're gonna choke it, make sure it's, you know, don't want to pass out, you know. Bottle service. You know, no Modelo, picking some good screwdrivers and playing quarter poker and blackjack and at Bohemian. I don't know if 25 gur would be enough to give her $10,000 of cold hard cash when she gets to the hotel. She better be dressed to kill in high heels and cowboy boots and roll in there, and he'll just say, listen, first I rip your clothes off and get some new stuff for you. You know, whatever it may be, and, you know, a whole week in Vegas, from Sunday to Saturday. She gets on a plane, gives him a kiss on the cheek, and she walks all bull-legged with a whole suitcase full of clothes. You know, she never talked to begin. You know, she would use Cowship for his money and for his gear. You know, even though he's hung allegedly like a baby's arm, you know, it'd be like she thanks for all the stuff and the good times and the blackjack, and she was real good at playing poker, and she leaves with over lots of gear. What puts in her bra, away she goes, man. You can see Squirrel Bay parody in Las Vegas, just playing like a banshee, you know, sitting there smoking cigarettes, Virginia Slims, you know, having the time of her lives, hitting on people right in front of Cowship, right in front of them, drinking straight, you know, gang, she choose Hennessy right in front of his ass, you know, Well, then they go to steakhouse, like it says it's not good enough, send it back, try it, so we can't do this, can't do that. It's like Bear Exposure. He'd go to, Bear Exposure would go to Pat Benatar, sit front row, get a chance to meet the young lady. She won't play hit with your best shot anymore. He's waiting for that song, and he gets all pissed off, and he's mad that he sat front row, wasn't to his liking. She'd be the same thing. Cow shit wouldn't buy enough cowboy boots in Tennessee, Nashville, wouldn't go dancing enough with them, wouldn't smoke geef because he's a beef smoker. God, come on, cow shit, you gotta smoke some geef, whatever that would be, She's threatening to go out with Carl Santa Claus, leave him behind, It'd be, gotta sit down the pool, Green Valley or whatever, or MGM. Or knowing her every night at a different hotel. Like Arafat, never stayed in the same place twice. So I have to hump all the luggage, go from hotel to hotel, get up in the morning, take her nice breakfast, take her to the pool, every day new swimsuit because you get torn off when they get back, Couch better keep up, better bring some Viagra, whatever it's gonna be, So it'll be barebacking at the yin-yang because, he's all water, no seeds, and she's tubes are tied, but what's in the water? But they have the time of their life, they would. They sit there both legally single and having the time of their life, but she would control cow shit, be like the dog, whatever it may be, we all know that. Me, hey, look at me. I chickened out. I went on some walk and I just deleted a video. I did, whining about Donald Hunch and whining about, Line Screw One, which I didn't even know about till Cow Shit talked about him. And by he was called the Brown Shirts, and Cow Shit ripping on me because he was Catholic, but I guess he's Lutheran, so, me.
Now then today, he put out a video, me passing away because New York Daniel said so again, and I passed on again. So he did taps in the car. He talked about me in the Zoom, but then he talked about his girlfriend, and she said, how dare you? So he's going to redo a video that didn't work out on the way home, and he's going to speak about her and, the scenario of going to Las Vegas, and how she would be she would guarantee it. You fly this woman from, where is she? If she lives in Nashville, where the hell she lives. She probably lives close to the leader of the brown shirts, Adolf, and she'd be first class. He's gonna pull a hussy and, ship her over to Chicago and then over to Las Vegas. Be straight? No, you better be first class. Oh, my word, Hell yeah, she's gonna come, scantily dressed, but she's gonna demand that nice, what's in your wallet kind of behavior, and she'll be, there's that Center City down there, and she'll just be, I want this. She'll be the Michael Judge. I want this, I want that, Then they go to a nice steakhouse somewhere, and, it's not good enough, and, the vegetables weren't good enough, and the waitress was a biatch, even though she looked at me as a lesbian, and I didn't want to do it, whatever else, and, and the alcohol wasn't strong enough, and the blackjack dealer was a bitch, whatever, blah, 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 the whole night, But as soon as she wants, hey baby boy, do you have any more money for me? Of course, Cow Shit's got to pull out a couple hundos, to keep her happy, and then she walks off. Then she does wear, and she sticks in her bra. Listen, Cow Shit's going to that behavior too. Well, we know that much. Well, this was the Barium Exposed Barium Blues. All right, I wrote that it's called Delta Blues. Here we go, Barium.
They said it was safe in a white paper cup, but my tongue went numb and my throat swelled up. I was clocking that shit at the tank farm gate. Now I cough up dust and I curse my fate. Got a bitter taste deep in my bones. Got a file in the dish and a bruise I own. Barium Blues,
Barium Blues,
Barium Blues,
Barium Blues.
got me bent into Barium blue, Barium blue,
Barium blue,
Barium blues.
Barium blue.
Can't shake these shoes, Barium blues. The nurse took notes with a plastic smile, said drink more water, then she looked away a while. My hands shake hard when the truck rolls by, same pale gray powder driving up the sky. I called my boss, he said take the day, but the day turned to weeks and the bills don't wait. Got a bitter taste deep in my bones, got a file in the desk and a bruise I own. Barium blue,
Barium blue,
Barium blues,
Barium blue.
got me bent into Barium blue, Barium blue,
Barium blue,
Barium blues.
Barium blue.
Can't shake these shoes, Barium blue. I want my name off that ledger line, want clean water and my hard-earned time. If the fence stays up, then I'll sing it loud, from the break room floor to the refinery crowd. Barium blue,
Barium blue,
Barium blues,
Barium blue.
got me bent into Barium blue, Barium blue,
Barium blue,
Barium blues.
Barium blue.
Can't shake these shoes, Barium blues. Yeah, the taste won't leave and the night won't stop, but I got this song and I'm still on top.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Oh, hey, man, there's still some more here. Hang on a minute, sorry. Well, there wasn't much left, but anyways,
Cow shit really loves this one, and also he's been over on Facebook. He tried to do a speculation sports thing for whatever that thing is called. They couldn't spell speculation sports correctly, but he did some Donald J. Trump false flag, gave him some pictures, and he's been doing stuff like that, and having the time of his life. So he's been doing that. And had one of dogs and cats playing football. It was kind of cool. Dogs and cats playing hockey, and you know, White thinks he's obsessed. No, he's just an idiot. Anyway, we had the time of our lives with that behavior. But anyways, I don't know, you guys. It's one of those wing things. And, I don't, we're writing these songs left and right. And we're just kicking it old school. And, I chickened out, And, we do think that is a false flag of Donald J. Trump. Right away it was the boardroom. If you listen to his little press conference, he wanted to stay there. One thing to lie, but to say right out what you want because of the shooting. It's a little, this time no one got killed when the other one out there in Pennsylvania out there where that happened, people questioning that false flag behavior. So, we're here to say the false flag of the DC shooting. It is what it is, man. Out there by the U's, that's why the brown shirt, so it's unfortunate, but sometimes you gotta wag the dog like he's been doing for the Jeffrey Epstein behavior, the way it is. It is what it is. We have the time of our life here, and, beer exposure's passed on, and here we have the time of our lives. Let's do the other paper flag one. Here's the first one.
Points at smoke, then sells the fire. Hands on the camera, eyes on the quiet. Swears it was fake, swears it was proof. Build him a roof out of your roof. Cheap little grin, big velvet lie. He waves that flag and winks goodbye. But the floor keeps shaking under every word. Names get twisted, truth gets blurred. One more story, same old stain. He feeds the crowd, then shifts the blame. False flag, wave it high. False flag, watch him lie. False flag, same old show. False flag, we know. Red cap theater, gold-plated fear. He turns the sirens into cheer. Every excuse comes dressed like a crown. He lifts the curtain, then burns it down. You can't trust that sugar speech. He sells the edge, then blames the street. But the floor keeps shaking under every word. Names get twisted, truth gets blurred. One more story, same old stain. He feeds the crowd, then shifts the blame. False flag, wave it high. False flag, watch him lie. False flag, same old show. False flag, we know. If the mask fits, he'll wear it proud. Talk so loud till it drowns the crowd. But the seam shows in the daylight. Paper flag burns quick tonight. False flag, wave it high. False flag, watch him lie. False flag, same old show. False flag, we know. You can't hide. False flag, walk this side. False flag, you can't hide. False flag.
Oh yeah, another one. Whatever. I just sent a message to Scrubby Parody. We're talking about a false flag, and then she's high maintenance. We don't know. He said Cow should just send me a message. He might do it on the deck and smoking a cigar and talk about good money about her. So he might do it out on the deck for you guys to be out on Wednesday. Talk about this behavior. But anyways, yeah, we're having the time of our lives here. You know, me and Bear Exposure talking about life and vibe and her behavior going on with Sarah, Soda, Tim, and Carl now is claiming that she's going to take a run at him and he's going to take a run at her. And oh my goodness, and Scooter wants to push back to go to the court case. I mean, look at Beef Stew. He ran off like a baby. Oh, he got so upset and he ran off. I mean, come on, because he couldn't handle it, you know. I mean, look at Bear Exposure. He keeps coming back from death. Now he wants Gur, you know, sitting in the she shed, you know.
Yeah, you know me, look at me. I've been pronounced dead by this creep idiot cow shit, but look at me. I'm back every single time telling all you bun lickers, guess what? I'm right here, you bitches. You don't gotta worry about me. I'm always here, man, kicking it old school. So all you little bastards can all kiss my ass. Every one of you little bastards. You know, I'm always here, man. I'm hanging out in the outskirts, but you know me. I'm in the she shed. That's what I'm doing. You know, I'm a very. Is it the Baron Blues? Oh, I'm a malcontent. Yes. I mean, could you imagine me dating Squirrel Bear? Could you imagine me? Because I'm a malcontent, she's high maintenance. We would be the yin and the yang of the relationship. I mean, you know, I'm not doing her hard enough, not spending up money, you know. I'm not feasting down at the Y good enough, you know. I'm not buying enough birthday presents for her, the Christmas presents. We go out to eat, I complain, send it back, the beer's cold, whatever, blah, blah, blah. You know, I mean, that would be epic as hell. Me and Squirrel Bay Parody dating, you know. You know, Old Man Nation would be along for the ride, and he'd be unhappy as hell. He's the most unhappiest person right now. Whining and pissy moaning, dirty deleting videos like a big Nancy boy that he is, trolling right along, listening to these audios and videos back, all pissed off out there in the middle of the desert. Yeah, I mean, look at me, I'm in a she shed for Christ's sake, you know, I'm dead. I don't know, this Modelo isn't that great. Yeah, I'm bearing exposure. I'm unhappy. Yes, I admit it. But I watch Life and Vibe. I watch everybody. I listen to everything. That's what I do. You know, I'm a big Hunt supporter. I love Donald J. Trump. I think he's the greatest thing in the world. And there's, you know, it is what it is. You know, I love the Hunch. And I'm a righty, and you know, I'm supposed to be building a house, but I'm taking forever to do it. Look at Cowshit. He's going to do grunt work around the house. He's a Hebrew slaving it for Sue Ellen. Look at me. I'm in the garage, you know, with my sunglasses on. I wait for Blind Views to put out a video. I watch his live streams. It's my social hour. When Cowshit puts out a video, I'm the first one on it. I throw a dislike on it, you know. You know, just like...
Yeah, I'm the same way. I slap a dislike on it right away, too, as well. I just seethe, and then I get into carrier mode and sit out in the outside with my wife so she can't see me. I bitch, and I remember when he used to call Thick and Rich, used to call, he got all mad, then he called her turkey neck, and that just pissed me off. And then I was called me the P word and accused of being Catholic and he's Lutheran, you know, whining about a bad childhood, you know, and well, you know, and it's all on me. I'm the idiot that I am, you know. I have no friends anymore. I'm kind of like Wonder Hussy, you know. I have no friends at all. It all depends. Transactional, you know. I have, my wife barely tolerates me. I go on these hikes and I quit, you know. I'm a quitter. Quitters never win, winners never quit. I claim I'm gonna try it again, but you know me, I'll soon die in the superstitious mountains, and then they'll have to send out Carl, morning, you know, Casey Gritz, New York Daniel, and the dimwit and the dingaling, and they'll have to come down and do a search party and bring my body back, you know. Then they won't find my body, but they'll have like a funeral, and Bear Exposure will come down and he'll speak on my behalf and put me in some wooden... See, Cowshit will make a casket out of 4-ways. He's not going to go buy a brand new one. He'll just drive around Arizona, find some old wood 4-way skids and make a casket and just throw my carcass in there, and they'll dig a hole in the backyard, back in the desert, like the movie with what the hell was it? Forrest Gump, you know. and bury me under a tree, in a wooden casket, dust to dust, cheapest way he can get me in the carcass. That's what he'll do. And he'll throw some country music in there, whatever else, and throw a YouTube sticker in there, a Speckley sports sticker, and just put a little plaque on there. Lies, angry old man. Marky Mark and the Fun Bunch. And be down with it, it'd be hilarious as hell, but me, I'm unhappy. It is what.
Well, hey, let's listen to the second one. Hey, Squirrel Bait, you ready, baby girl? Here's the second one.
You want the booth in the back and the ice in your glass. You tap the table twice if they serve it too fast. Your hair got rules, your nails got plans. You change your mind like a car in the sand. Maybe you're a headline wrapped in a frown. Everybody sees you when you walk downtown. Squirrel bait, you make a scene. Squirrel bait, made it clean. You want gold, you want white, you want it fixed just right. Squirrel bait, you bite. You don't like the menu, you rewrite the night. Send it back twice till it feels alright. You call it taste, I call it a test. You turn a good mood into a full-on mess. Maybe you're a headline wrapped in a frown. Everybody sees you when you walk downtown. Squirrel bait, you make a scene. Squirrel bait, made it clean. You want gold, you want white, you want it fixed just right. Squirrel bait, you bite. Try simple, you ask for more. 12 little details and a locked front door. Now I know the look when you start that grin. You don't want peace, you want to win. Squirrel bait, you make a scene. Squirrel bait, mean and clean. You want gold, you want white, you want it fixed just right. Squirrel bait, you bite.
Hell yeah, that's one hell of a good song, Squirrel Bait, she thought I made it, yeah. Never enough, man, just give me this, give me that, and especially clothing. She just, you gotta have the tight, jeans, the tight bra, push-up bra, too, as well, so when Cowshit gets at it, it's false advertisement. He reaches in there and it's like, hey, these are just C's. You sold me on V's, what the hell's going on with you, Then a push-up on the butt, and you have a flat ass, and he's all mad as hell and wants his money back. He gets beaten into his life and roofied, and she leaves, She would roofie Cowshit, she would.
Yeah, he'd end up half naked in a hotel, wake up 2 days later, and he's been stripped of all his belongings, butt naked. She leaves with all his gur, rents a car and drives back with 25 gur, doesn't know what's going on, too embarrassed to say anybody. We can see her roofing somebody, roofing Cowship. Or he takes her on a 10-day cruise and they stay overnight in some place, and same thing, roofies him and leaves him. Doesn't put out at all, promises, I'm close here, I can't do anything, and then as soon as they get to the hotel ready to do it, all of a sudden, he passes out and she leaves, with all the belongings, just like he takes her out to eat, and she does, oh, geez, thanks for everything, asks for a to-go order, and then she leaves, and he's got the tip and gets no nookie, it's the way she is. She sounds like a nice lady, but she's evil. She's an evil woman. So the day he dies, cow shit will go at her go to her funeral and play evil woman, you know. But we all know she's a good shit. But you gotta be careful with that young lady, you guys. You know, you be careful. You know, I remember when me and her were fighting over on Blondie when I was a brown shirt. Then I was in the lights in the crowd. I ran off when she came in because I'm a big Nancy boy. So that's the way it is. So, I'm afraid to go into a chat room and talk, and I accuse people of stealing valor and whatever else, and people carry that motion, and Calcia just loves it. He wears that hat to piss me off, you know. That's what he does, you know. That kind of behavior, you know. I get all bitter about it, get mad as hell, I'm not going to take it anymore, you know. I get pissed, you know. So it is what it is, man, you know me. Never happy. I'm a malcontent too as well, you know. Me and Bear Exposure going out to eat. We couldn't even go to McDonald's if we bitch. Could you imagine me and Bear Exposure in a king-size bed on a 10-day Mediterranean cruise? That'd be epic as hell. We'd have to have a babysitter. We'd have to have another room. That'd be our girl out here, Squirrel Bait. She'd have chaperone us on a cruise, a 10-day Mediterranean. Oh my goodness. Me and Bear Exposure, pissing and moaning, whining, you know, let's eat here, no, let's go here, excursion, you know, whining, the women aren't good enough, you know. Squirrel Bait parodies gotta just tell them to be quiet and be down with it, you know. You know, watching Sarasota Tim, you know, non-stop skullduggery, watching his stuff. It'd be epic as hell, bitching about what we think is this or that, you know. Oh boy, we had Squirrel Bait parody, we'll be bitching, you know, about this or that, you know. Sarasota Tim this and Sarasota Tim that, you know. Oh my God, because I'm a Sarasota Tim hater. That's what I am. That's what I do. I watch it. And he had no shirt on. You know, driving to the beach after church. Oh my goodness, Sarasota Tim went to church today. Oh my goodness. What else have we been doing? Driving home from the beach and driving to the beach after church and then whatever else. And oh my God, walking down Golf Drive, Barron Beach, 325, 6 hours ago. It's Sunday church day, 1K, that's right, crushing it. All right, everything checked, you know. He's not going to sell a bike, I guess, so, you know, we're all bent about that. Let's see if Morning is doing life, and let's see if Life and Vibe's done anything yet. The hater. Let's see if she's done anything whatsoever. Oh, she is live right now, you guys. Oh, yeah. She's live, it looks like. Maybe not. Is she live? Oh, let me look. No. Nope. Let's go look at Morning. What the hell's her name again? Thick and Rich. Can't remember her all of a sudden. What the hell's her name? Can't remember her name. But anyways, oh, what the hell, New York Daniel? No, what the hell's that child? Miss Vicky. Let's go with Miss Vicky. Let's go see. Well, Walmart Beauty Box Spring 20 unboxing. So she's Walmart Beauty Subscription Box 2026. Turkey neck. All right, let's see. She, member chat only 1 day ago. No one cares. Sarasota Tim, short story. Well, what kind of short story? In her car driving around. No one really cares. So whatever it may be, she's having the time of her life, thick and rich. That's what she's doing. Anyway, you know, I mean, I watch all these women on here on YouTube, and I do all kinds of stuff, and that's all I do. I have nothing else to do. I'm just hanging out in the outskirts, you know. I watch these beautiful women on here. I get all excited, and that's what I do. Hell yeah. I know. I mean, I got a boring life. I know it. Oh, I don't know. What are you going to do? It's one of those wing things. Another false flag from Donald J. Trump. You know what I'm talking about. Oh, wow, Pocket 4's out now. Unboxing. Is it worth it? Mm-hmm. Who cares about Pocket 4? You know, whatever. You know what's going to happen. Rolling Rock. Oh, why was I wrong? Oh, yeah. Do a 10-minute video on Rolling Rock, buy the damn beer, do a short, be done with it. Oh my goodness. Yeah, we know. False flag, and I'm just kind of sitting here and hanging out.
Yeah, I know, it's a false flag, but I don't want to admit it. If I went on my show, could you imagine the whining and pissing and moaning if I came out and said, I agree with cow shit, there's a false flag, Old Man Nation. Oh my word, there would be hell to pay due on Judgment Day. Oh my goodness. I know, it's one of those wing things, you know, never up, never in. always bitching and always moaning. You know me. I'm never happy. Never happy. I love Trump. I love the hunch. Sarasota Tim is my bitch boy, and I'm pulling for Life and Vibe to beat his ass an inch of his life. I mean, New York Daniel. Look at him. That idiot, the dimwit. Come on, man. Look at Dinger, the Dingling. Looking into the camera. Oh, there you are. He's sitting there, this ex allegedly Navy guy, hanging out in the outskirts. Ziggy and the idiot, sitting there talking about things and half drunk all the time, the functioning alcoholic that he is. Oh, my goodness, look at me. I'm a she-shed guy. I know. Oh, I know. Just so much drama here on the Sarasota Tim hate community. The like-minded hate community. I can sing too as well. Just like that Nomadic Fanatic. It's a hilarious videos. He's bitching more than I complain. Because whenever I do a video, I just complain. I piss and I moan. Just like you, Old Man Nation. That's all you do.
Yeah, I know. I piss and moan. I know. This is me at the gates of hell. Oh, Lord Jesus Christ. It's me, Old Man Nation. I need to get into the gates of hell. They turn me away in heaven because I'm an angry Catholic. I lived in the desert. I became unruly. I went for a hike. I got lost. And I fell into a cavern in the middle of the desert. I soon succumbed to a death and eaten by coyotes. I soon. My body was dust to dust. And a year later, Cowshit and Carl went on a search party. And they found my carcass. They threw me in a pine box and buried me in the backyard. They said a few words, threw some country music in there, and I descended to the gates of hell. Of course. I've been a bitter man for years. I would hate watch blind views. I would sit there and breathe heavy, piss and moan, whine and complain. My wife would dick slap me when you heard Cowshit call. My girlfriend, morning, turkey neck and thick and rich. Miss Vicky. And then I became a bitter man. I started calling people the P-word. I became a dirty deleter. And then I came down to the gates of hell. And I asked Aaron Hernandez. I said, Aaron Hernandez, may I please enter the gates of hell? Oh yeah, I said, you may enter. Come to the gates of hell. And I came. And I am now in purgatory with Papa Cruz 56. And many other YouTubers have passed on. Angry Grandpa. All the legendary figures before me. We wait at the gates of hell. When all you evil little bastards will come here and meet me and bear an exposure at the gates of hell. will have the time of our lives. It's hot, hot, hotter than hell. But don't worry. You get 3 squares, and everything is epic. And you have the time of your life. Don't worry, Sarasota Teenage Watchers. The devil is watching you little cocksuckers. And you will pay on Judgment Day. You're not too poor to die. You do not have an IOU to the devil, like Mr. Jim Schumer saw. Look it up. Too poor to die. When you die, you'll be shoveled to the ground in an unmarked grave, and your soul will be ours, and your pain will be legendary. We will be here waiting for you, with bells on. Bare exposures waiting for you. I will be waiting for you. Even Papa Grizz 56 is here. Even Adam the Woo. Adam the Woo will greet you and say, join me, shall you? And you can have the time of your life. And your suffering will be like good suffering. It'll be the best. Oh, it will last forever. Your skin will burn. And you will have the time of your life. Oh yeah. We will speak of you in good terms. Yes. You'll be legendary. Oh, you little cocksuckers. Oh, you little bastards. Don't worry. We'll be here for you. You know me. I love to complain. And that's all I do. I sit here in Arizona. And I cry myself to sleep every night. And I'm like, why is my life so boring? Why? Because I'm bad. I'm not bad to ball. I'm too stupid. And I'm far too arrogant. Me and Bear Exposure, we're here for you. All the time. And we'll be waiting for you. All you malcontents will be here. We all know you're all out there. You can't wait, and neither can we. My name is Old Man Nation, and I will wait for you here at the gates of hell. When I see you come down that road with that smirk on your face, I will say welcome to my world, and your pain will be legendary. Before you know it, we'll be getting more and more serious on the Tim Haters. Life and Vibe. Carl. Life and Vibe. New York Daniel. Tennessee Guy. Scotty. All the haters. They will be here. Dealing. While waiting for your soul. With bated breath. Pigs get slaughtered Just like Carl. His death will be legendary. Mr. Crash. When he passes on, I will wait for you, Carl. We'll wait for you. For as long as it takes. When you finally get here, I'll be waiting for you. I want to say, Carl, welcome to hell. And then Sarah and Tim will join us. And we'll all be together. Blind Bees will come, the fake blind guy. He'll come in as well. And we'll welcome him with open arms. And then Nomad and Fanatic will join later. Mikey will join us too. All the YouTube trolls will be at the gates of hell. The suffering will be insufferable. Oh yeah, Squirrel Bay Parody. We forgot about you, baby girl. You will be there as well, with your sins against people and your behaviors. We will wait for you as well. We can't wait. My name is Lucifer, Old Man Nation. I'm in the future. I'm waiting for you because you are your choices in life. When they play taps, you will be on your way to the gates of hell. And we wish you all the best. We cannot wait for you guys to be here. To end it all, let's end it all with taps. For all you people coming to the gates of hell. This song is for you.